After messing with people in the neighborhood, at airports and at weddings, Karens have found their new target: the Royal Guards. For people whose entire dictionary contains just the words yes and entitlement, it is difficult to not do something they are not supposed to.
What are you doing? Move what? Go on, stamp one more time. Go on, do it. Stamp one more time, go on. Stamp. Waste man. Huh? Go on. Wait for the Queen's Guard! We wait for the Queen's Guard. Say it to me one more time.
Hey.
Wait for the Queen's Guard! We wait from what Queen?
What did you do?
Huh?
What did you do? Police!
So, do these drama queens just do whatever they want and get away with it? Well, let us find out. Make sure to watch till the end of the video, because you don't want to miss any of these psychotic Karen moments. Some people may think the Royal Guards are some sort of tourist attraction or something that they can mess with. But nope. These guards are the personal security of the royal family, and their sole purpose is to protect the royals from any danger. Make no mistake, these guys are one of the most trained soldiers who were part of the British military. Now, let us see what happens when Karens mess with them. Starting with the case of this Kevin.
Close down that. What? Why are you attacking man for, bro? You there, no! Stop being so goddamn rude. You rude bastard. You're a sausage. 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 You're a little sausage. I can't know, that's my sausage. That's my face. You! Oh, you're touching clothes. Why are you attacking man for, bro? That's right. You just done, bro. I didn't do shit. Calm down. I didn't do shit, cuz. You got people hacking me. I'll put it on camera. Drop my neck. Drop my neck. I did not play no one, you know. Close down that. Guys,
The Kevin, always loud and full of himself, thought he could say and do anything without consequences. He started messing around with a royal guard and his horse, but got no reaction. Even the people watching told him to be respectful and move on. But what did he do instead? He took out his frustration on them, starting arguments and even getting too handsy with someone. This kid was begging for trouble. The police had to step in, and they quickly handcuffed Kevin and took him away. Way to go, officers! It's probably the first time he got disciplined in his life. I mean, after what he did, that's the least they could do. But with that attitude, it sure is not the last time he's getting in trouble. Now, before we dive into the next video, let me ask you something. Would you be okay if some guy is randomly messing with your car while you are in it? Definitely no. The same goes with the Queen's Guard and their horses. We can often see the guards mounted up on a horse while they're on duty, and it is common sense that we should not touch the horse or the guard. Oh, do you think this is over? No, it doesn't end here.
It's a male captain, I'm not going to tell you which one it is. front of the new building here.
Talking about our here now.
Can you finish it for me?
I always worried about it. I can't come with it.
Yeah. Because I'm probably going to get shouted at, but we have to next month for the song. Yeah, next Sunday.
As we all expected, another Kevin broke the rules. At first, Kevin came and held the horse's reins, even though he was not supposed to. Thankfully, nothing happened. But then another Kevin came and did the same thing, only this time, the horse got upset, and the guard had to ask him to stay away. The Kevin may look like he was embarrassed, but we all know that word doesn't exist in their dictionary. How can these Kevins do this when it is explicitly written not to touch the horse or get near it? The police officer had to come and teach him some manners. He also gave him a warning. If you thought it ended there, then you are wrong. Again! Just after the police came and warned the Kevins, another ignorant man did the exact same thing.
Do not touch the ring! Do not touch the ring!
Oh, come on, Kevin. How can you be so blind? You know you are not supposed to do that, but you will no matter what. The entitled mind is so crazy. Kevins and Karens are the only people who even upset a horse. Now, we all know that Karens are great at being provoked and provoking people. But what happens is, after they do stupid stuff, they like to play the victim card and try to gain sympathy. It won't work every time.
I'm here. Okay, come here.
This Karen was clearly trying to provoke the guard and get a reaction from him. She was walking way too close to the guard, messing with the horse, and was saying some things to him. All this just to provoke the guy. However, things didn't go as planned, because a military officer came and put Karen in her place.
Why are you trying to antagonise the guard now? You've been told by the police. You can stand here, you can't come in, but you're just antagonising now to try and get reactions. You've got all these TikTokers following you, right? You're on TikTok, it doesn't really matter. But you're here trying to antagonise the guard now. You're winding up the horses. I don't care what you've got to say. You've got to come to the coppers. I'm not shutting them away. Right, but you're antagonising the guard, you're winding up the horses. You can't be civil now, just leave. There's no need to be here to cause disturbance, you know, so they're here doing the job. Yeah, but telling him he's evil for shouting at kids. We've got you on the camera, he's got you on TikTok, right? But he's doing a job, isn't he? So if you can't be civil, then just leave. Again, following, just leave the place. It's not hard, is it? It's why I told you to shut up.
Oh, well done.
Well done.
Very rude, very rude, very rude.
Your guard was right.
Very rude.
Maybe take the
You
guard's
don't
advice,
shout
though.
at the boys, the children. You don't shout at
What a
children.
great idea. The guard just said, why not shut up and move on? Problem solved.
Why are you just going with your camera? Go away with it.
You're not standing in front of it. I'm not pointing at you.
Not that
I'm
pointing
filming
either.
the stable. So
Well,
now you've
film it.
moved your
Film it.
ridiculous face out of the way and film the stable.
Now, after that good session of schooling, any sane person would have just walked away. But is that what Karen did? As usual, the answer is no. After all this, she still tries to downplay the situation and play the main character. The officer was right. She was not being civil. She was trying to cause a disturbance. By the way, did she say the officer was rude? Oh no, you just can't. After the way you behaved, you can't say the officer was rude. I guess we never can fully understand the Karen mentality. He was very firm in what he was saying, but Karen was talking back and trying to justify herself. Why is she doing all this? Yes, of course. To get a reaction from the guard and to get the attention from all the TikTokers and bystanders standing there. Even some of the people standing there were angry at her, but she just didn't care. The lack of decency and respect Karen shows is so sad and demeaning. She should have been kicked out. Well, we've seen some pretty disrespectful moments in the clips before, but this one beats it all.
It's a standoff. Who's gonna get the glove first?
This Karen literally threw one of her gloves at the guard, expecting him to pause his duty and pick it up for her. Who does she think she is? He is the Queen's guard. Not your private security. She is trying to show her superiority by expecting the guard to pick up the gloves and give it back to her. But none of that happened. Instead, another officer came to the lady and reminded her who she was.
Just throw your glove over to the side. Why would you do that? The army's here to protect the crown jewels. They're not here for the public to make fun of. Right? He's a soldier and he serves his country and he deserves to be treated with a little bit of respect. Throwing your gloves at him isn't going to work, is it really?
And there they go. That guy's following him.
Exactly. He is a soldier who serves his country and deserves to be treated with respect. You can't just throw things at him and expect him to fetch them for you. The officer, being a good man, picked up those gloves himself and asked the couple to leave. Karen's display of gross ignorance and imagined superiority is so disgraceful. Next, we are going to look at a Kevin who tried to feed the guard's horse.
Stop feeding. Stop feeding. Please, please. Please, please. Hands down. All right.
Bah moi j'attends. Il va 100% d'après.
So, not only did he try to feed the horse, which he shouldn't by the way, but he was tipsy too. Kevin is so drunk, he doesn't even know what he is doing. So after the police told him to stop doing what he was doing, the drunk Kevin was not ready to listen. He keeps talking back instead of admitting his mistake and moving on. Sometimes, all it takes is a good smack for the guy to come back to his senses. Oh my God, it is almost like Kevin is calling out the royal guard because he was stopped from feeding the horse. We can only see such stupidity from Karens and Kevins. A Kevin is bad enough. A drunk Kevin is far worse.
He doesn't know you,
Instead of just arguing with the police while being drunk, Kevin could have just walked away. But nope, he wanted to show who the boss was, and that plan failed miserably. I'm pretty sure the police and the guards were controlling themselves from throwing hands at this annoying Kevin. Some people are either too dumb to do things like this or just too arrogant, and Kevin is a mix of both. Finally, let us take a look at this case. We've already seen the horses get upset when random strangers try to touch them. But have you seen a Karen who is stupid enough to repeat the same thing again and again, and was looking ready to fight a horse? Yes, you heard that right. Grandpa Kevin already saw the horse getting upset when the woman touched him, but nope! He wanted to try his luck and got bit instead. After getting bit, Grandpa looked as if he was ready to punch the horse. What a stupid thought. The horse will kick Grandpa to Mars.
Get away from my horse.
Yeah, he's not joking.
Doesn't he stop? This guy is begging for trouble. Getting mad and looking at the horse as if it is the one disturbing him. He already got bit one time. Is he trying to get bit again? I really don't know what goes through the minds of these people. Anyone with a shred of common sense would stay away or leave after the first time. But not Grandpa Kevin. He stood there, trying to be all macho. Although we saw a bunch of clips where royal guards got angry, it was because people were annoying and irritating them, treating them without respect. But if you don't invade their space, touch their horse, or disrespect them, they will treat you properly. See, the Karens and Kevins should learn from these people. Barging in and doing things like they own the place will only get you into trouble. Be respectful like these people, and you'll get what you want without any trouble. Even the children in this video seem to be more mature than the Karens. And that's a wrap, my friend. What did you think of that crazy encounter with the psychotic Karen and the Royal Guard? I mean, could you believe how far they went? If you were in that situation, how would you handle it? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. If you had a good laugh or just enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to tap that notification bell so you're always updated with our latest wild stories. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Until next time, take care and stay out of trouble.